Please follow our Instagram.
Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how I make my peekaboo tumbler, or some people call it the geode tumbler. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome. So for this tumbler I actually did for my previous video. It's to show hydrodipping using marble and also tack-it method using the Ellen's glue. So this is actually a continuation, and that's why it's like half done. My motherhood tumbler is slightly different than the normal one, and this is the Mind Your Own Motherhood. And I actually put these two images together, the baby's feet and also the image of the girl with the bun. I actually bought it off Etsy. So, and for the wording itself, the Mind Your Own Motherhood, I actually made it using Cricut fonts itself. It's not exactly Cricut font, but it's fonts that I have in my Cricut that was already downloaded. So I'm just cutting my decals using temporary vinyl. I mean, you can use the permanent one as long as you don't leave it on for too long. If I'm being 100% transparent, I have never done the geode method using Crystalac because I have fears of the acetone eating up the Crystalac product. So along with you, I'm actually unsure if the end product will actually be what I hoped for. Let's just put it that way. So as you can see, I have a file full of scrap vinyls, and I actually like to keep all of this because I find it useful, and also I feel like this would be a great alternative to do geodes. So the idea is to just put vinyls all over the tumbler randomly, just like you would if you were to use acetone and rub off the paints, which is also usually done randomly. So it's kind of like not overusing your acetone so that you don't destroy the seal. So if you happen to have vinyls that are squarish like mine, then you can cut it up yourself and get odd shapes. I think if there's an advice that I can give at this point, I would say put lesser of the vinyls because it's not exactly aesthetically pleasing. So I would say that this is my first mistake because I put a little bit too many vinyls. After that, I put on my first coat of universal white. Although I think I should have used black instead of white for the background, for the inner color. Once that's dry, I put my second coat of universal white. I didn't really have to wait long for the first coat to dry because it's really thin. So I kind of wait like, I think 15 minutes. And then I decided to use Crystalac's pigment called Lovely Linen. It's off-white with a tinge of concrete grey look. So decided to put a little bit of Brightone, so it's kind of like killing two birds with a stone, kind of, so that I don't have to go again with Brightone after it's dried. So because I was slightly unhappy with my choice of color, I decided to give a little bit of silver streaks using the Crystalac silver mica. And then when it's dry, you peel your vinyl, but always be careful when you're doing this because you will tend to scratch, like me. So now I'm going to sand down the rims so that my tumbler can seal nicely. And if I were to do that only at the end, I may break the seal, and then I will have to do another coat of Brightone, which is what I do not want to do. So what I'm doing is actually using this magic sponge and putting a little bit of acetone and then rubbing the harsh lines with a Q-tip. So this is how it looks like when I've done all the sides. It's hard work, let me just say this. It was, although I only had to do the sides, or rather the lines, the borders of the vinyls, but it was so much work. So this is the first layer of Brightone, and after that's dried, after 3 to 4 hours, I put my second coat of Brightone. And then my third coat of Brightone. So after 3 layers, I will sand down, but I usually sand down with 1000 grit sandpaper, only because I feel more comfortable using the highest grit because it's not as coarse. So, and I do tend to oversand, like for instance, if you can see, there's actually a dot on the girl's face. Oversanding is really a problem to me right now. So after sanding, I usually wash my tumbler and then I let it dry. And now I'm going to just put a little bit of the pigment again and just try to conceal the hole that I made. So the oversanding is obviously my third mistake in this video, unfortunately. Okay, my thoughts on this tumbler is that I don't like the tumbler because I have these issues with colors and I cannot for the life of me match color A and color B and get it really nice together. I do not know why. If you're like me, or if you have tips for me, please help me out in the comment section. Please just drop any advice for me. Teach me how to put color A and color B together so that they can match well. I also think the existing color background that I hydrodipped is also a possible mistake. So after that, I put my Brightone again. After 3 to 4 hours, I put my fifth coat of Brightone. And this is how it looks like, guys. I don't like it, I'm being honest. But I hope that with me pointing out my mistakes, allows you to make better decisions when you are making your own. So that's the end of the tutorial, and if you guys like it, please help me like, subscribe my channel, and please share it with your friends. Bye bye.